Meet the tardigrade, a type of extremophile, a rather curious creature that might soon impact your life. Ever dream of living forever? No? Me neither. Well, maybe a little. Wrinkles build character, right? Freezing to death sounds unpleasant, very. But honestly, how often do you find yourself in that situation? A sunburn is bad, we get it. But what if I told you there's a creature, a microscopic marvel that laughs in the face of death? What if this creature held the secrets to extreme longevity, resilience beyond measure, still not interested? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the weird and wonderful world of tardigrades. These tiny, almost indestructible creatures have fascinated scientists and the general public alike for years. Despite their minuscule size, they pack a punch when it comes to survival skills. They might sound like something out of a bad sci-fi movie, but tardigrades are very real and incredibly resilient, able to withstand the most extreme conditions known to man. These microscopic critters, also known as moss bears and even water bears because, well, they look like eight-legged gummy bears, are nature's ultimate survivors. They can be found in some of the most inhospitable places on Earth, from the deep sea to the highest mountains, even in the hot water geysers of Yosemite Park. They can survive being frozen solid. Imagine being encased in ice for years, only to thaw out and continue as if nothing happened. That's the life of a tardigrade. They can survive being boiled alive. Temperatures that would cook most organisms are just a warm bath for these hardy creatures. They can survive the vacuum of space. Yes, you heard that right. Tardigrades have been sent into space and have come back unscathed, enduring the harsh conditions of the cosmos. And yes, in 2007, aboard the European Space Agency's Photon M3 spacecraft, we gave tardigrades a ride to space to test this theory. They survived far longer than any human could to space radiation. They can even survive being shot out of a gun. Scientists have tested their limits in the most extreme ways imaginable, and tardigrades just keep on going. Seriously, scientists have poked, prodded, and generally abused these microscopic marvels, subjecting them to conditions that would make a cockroach cringe. From radiation to extreme pressure, tardigrades have faced it all, and guess what? The tardigrades just shrug it off. They have an incredible ability to repair their DNA and protect their cells from damage, making them nearly invincible. Despite the rumors, Twinkies and cockroaches wouldn't survive an apocalypse, but these guys sure might. They're the ultimate survivors, the Chuck Norrises, Wesley Snipes, or Jackie Chan of the microscopic world. In a universe full of challenges, tardigrades show us that sometimes the smallest creatures can be the toughest. Tardigrades can in fact survive without food or water for 30 years. Yes, you heard right, 30 years. So why should we care about these indestructible beasties? Apart from the obvious entertainment value of imagining them as microscopic superheroes, tardigrades are a scientific goldmine. They belong to the phylum Tardigrada and are divided into over 1,000 different species. Their ability to survive extreme conditions suggests they possess biological mechanisms that we can only dream of understanding. These segmented creatures have a body covered in cuticle with a protective layer which prevents water loss. Could adapting this technique lead to preventions of dehydration in humans? Perhaps even less of a need for water at all. Imagine if we could unlock the secrets of their resilience. Imagine the potential applications in medicine, agriculture, technology, and even space exploration. Scientists are already hard at work studying tardigrades, trying to unravel the mysteries behind their incredible survival skills. These small creatures also have many ways to defend themselves. They can release chemicals and curl into protective balls, just as a pill bug might. They've discovered that tardigrades can enter a state of suspended animation called cryptobiosis, in which their metabolism grinds to a halt and they become virtually indestructible, living a whopping 40 years in this state. Wouldn't it be nice if we could crawl into a ball to survive devastating conditions, then re-emerge with the time is right to start anew? With just a little water, they can reanimate and live a suggested 120 years. They've also identified unique proteins called DSUP and molecules in tardigrades that protect their cells from damage or even replace those cells with new ones. It's truly amazing they are able to survive like this on just a diet of lichens, moss, and other small organisms. By understanding these mechanisms, scientists hope to develop new technologies and treatments for a wide range of human ailments. Tardigrade really do inspire innovations, resulting in a world of possibilities. The potential applications of tardigrade research are vast and varied. Imagine being able to preserve organs for transplantation for much longer periods, or preserving medication from expiring, which drives down the cost. Or perhaps an end to diseases like cancer, a leading cause of death worldwide. Scientists have already begun testing. Imagine developing crops that can withstand drought and extreme temperatures and preserving food here on Earth and for future space travel. Imagine protecting astronauts from the harmful effects of cosmic radiation, or their cells repairing themselves from any damage throughout voyages. Early research suggests we may even be able to develop new materials that can themselves withstand extreme conditions. These are just a few of the possibilities that tardigrade research could unlock. Have you thought up any wonderful uses these magnificent creatures could bring us? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk for a moment about the ethics of extreme longevity. But hold on a minute, you made it this far. Don't forget to support our channel with a like and thumbs up. Now back to those awesome creatures. Before we get too carried away with dreams of immortality and interplanetary colonization, let's consider the ethical implications. Is it even desirable for humans to live significantly longer lives? What impact would that have on our planet and its resources? These are complex questions that we need to grapple with before we start tinkering with the fundamental building blocks of life. Tardigrades are already in space. You might call them miniature pioneers of a new frontier. Tardigrades' resilience to the vacuum of space has already made them accidental astronauts. Even without us purposefully sending them to space, they've been found hitching rides on the outside of spacecraft, surviving the harsh conditions of space travel. This raises the tantalizing possibility of using tardigrades to test the limits of life beyond Earth. Could they be the key to establishing colonies on other planets or even seeding life on distant worlds? But just where might current research lead us? What might be the future of humanity from a tardigrade's perspective? Well, imagine you're a tardigrade. These tiny, nearly indestructible creatures have been around for over 500 million years. Even with their short life cycle, reproducing through a process of parthenogenesis sure makes life simpler to navigate, since they don't need fertilization by a male. Survivability because of reproduction issues is not a problem. They can survive extreme conditions that would obliterate most other forms of life. From the freezing cold of Antarctica to the scorching heat of boiling water, and even the vacuum of space, tardigrades endure. You've witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, from the ancient Egyptians to the modern metropolises of today. Imagine seeing the pyramids being built, the Roman Empire expanding, and the skyscrapers of New York City reaching for the sky. The comings and goings of countless species, you've seen it all. Dinosaurs roaming the earth, mammoths trudging through icy landscapes, and the evolution of humans from primitive beings to the dominant species we are today. What advice would you give to humanity if you could speak? Would you tell us to cherish our time, to make the most of our fleeting existence? Or perhaps you'd share the secrets of your resilience, teaching us how to endure through the toughest of times. We are a species very obsessed with its own mortality. Humans are constantly searching for ways to extend life, to cheat death, to leave a lasting legacy. But maybe, just maybe, the key isn't in living longer, but in living better. Perhaps you'd encourage us to focus on resilience, adaptability, and the interconnectedness of all living things. To understand that every creature, no matter how small, plays a vital role in the grand tapestry of life. Or maybe you'd just shrug your microscopic shoulders and go back to munching on algae. After all, in the grand scheme of things, perhaps the simplest pleasures are the most profound. Who knows? They're tardigrades, after all. Their existence is a testament to the power of simplicity and resilience. They work in mysterious ways, and perhaps, in their quiet, unassuming manner, they hold the answers to some of life's greatest questions. So there you have it. Tardigrades, nature's indestructible superheroes, have fascinated scientists and enthusiasts alike for decades. These tiny creatures are known for their incredible ability to survive in the most extreme conditions. From the freezing cold of the Antarctic at temperatures as low as -273 degrees Celsius to the scorching heat of volcanoes as high as 150 degrees Celsius, and even the vacuum of space for at least 10 days, tardigrades have proven time and again that they are the ultimate survivors. These microscopic marvels challenge our understanding of life itself. They may be small, but their resilience is nothing short of extraordinary. A creature that can withstand radiation levels that would be lethal to humans, or go without water for decades, only to rehydrate and spring back to life. as if nothing happened. It's no wonder that tardigrades have become a symbol of endurance and tenacity. But what can we as humans learn from these tiny titans? Tardigrades teach us valuable lessons about resilience. In a world where challenges and obstacles are a part of everyday life, the ability to bounce back and adapt is crucial. Just like the tardigrade, we too can find ways to survive and thrive, no matter how tough the circumstances. Adaptability is another key lesson from the tardigrade. These creatures have evolved to survive in a variety of environments, constantly adapting to new challenges. In our rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt is more important than ever. Whether it's in our personal lives or in the face of global challenges, being adaptable can make all the difference. And let's not forget the importance of appreciating the little things. Tardigrades are tiny, almost invisible to the naked eye, yet they play a significant role in the ecosystem. They remind us that even the smallest creatures can have a big impact. So the next time you see a puddle, take a moment to think about the tardigrades that might be lurking within. They may just hold the key to our future, or at least provide some much-needed perspective on our place in the grand scheme of things. In a universe so vast and full of wonders, it's humbling to think that some of the most remarkable life forms are also some of the smallest. Cheers to the tardigrade, the tiny titan that continues to inspire and amaze us. Thanks for sticking around until the end. If you enjoyed this video or podcast, please like and subscribe if you haven't, or consider helping us grow and be ad-free by visiting us at Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. You can find the links in the description below. Be sure to check out our videos on other Extremophiles.